In Bowling Green, some of the areas hit the hardest still have piles of debris and homes ripped apart. But almost everywhere you look, someone is trying to do something to help put the pieces back together. Crystal Beach Pool is empty, and it'll stay this way all summer after a rehab project ripping up the liner revealed there was a lot more damage underneath than anyone expected. While this won't be an instant 100% fix, there is hope there'll be fewer calls now about brown water issues in Charlestown because of this, a $16 million water treatment facility now up and running. It's this area here off East College Street that will be transformed into a space with tents and outreach services, allowing those who don't want to go into a shelter to stay outside. It's expected to be open by March. Here in Bowling Green, many homes have now been rebuilt. But just down the road, there are still signs that rebuilding is a long process and that this storm changed this community. Gilbert police say it was a call about a man with a knife that first led police to this area off of Barrett Avenue this morning. We do want to give you a look at this surveillance video. Mount Washington police say the teenagers were going around checking door handles, and when they found one that was unlocked, they'd open it up and see what was inside. And one of the best things you can do to protect yourself from ticks is use bug spray, especially if you're out on a trail. The owner of Vintage Style and Design says that car was actually parked on this side of the street over here, and when it was hit, it was pushed over into their storefront. Go find ways to beat the heat. Talk about the heat today. So we found ourselves in a pool tonight at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock, even have waterproofed our scripts here. Do you see this? Ingenuity at its finest. Small town Kentucky. On a quiet day in late fall, the wind taking hold of the last remaining leaves it can find. On a drive from downtown Hardinsburg in Breckinridge County, the scenery quickly changes from brick buildings to grassy hillsides.
Very, very small town. Everybody knows everybody.
And many people spend a lot of time right here. Because despite the years passing, they still don't have easy access to water at home.
In this community, I would hate to even guess how many total people actually haul water.
But it's a task Brandon Heverin and others across the state know well.
I'm 3.9 miles from City Hall. And like I said, I have to haul my water in this 2022.
The job begins inside Hardinsburg City Hall. These tokens, once paid for, are taken down the road and used to get water from pickup points. Many haul the water home themselves.
I usually haul about 1,200 a week, a little over 1,200 gallon a week, probably a little over that.
It involves connecting a PVC pipe and waiting until the tank is full. Others rely on these larger trucks and pay to have someone else haul it for them.
Not only is it inconvenient, but there's a lot of time involved in that. Bad weather, dark this time of year.
Heverin lives only 10 minutes from downtown Hardinsburg, and he's not alone in his chore to get water home.
Every county in Kentucky has some individuals that are using well water or other means.
Governor Andy Beshear estimates about 5% of the Commonwealth is not currently covered by a local utility.
Some back of the envelope map suggests that's about 220,000 Kentuckians that can't turn on the tap.
But getting water flowing to more homes is expensive and time-consuming. Beshear says the state is committed to extending water lines through its Cleaner Water program, investing millions of dollars to improve water systems for more than 1,000 Kentucky households.
Every single Kentuckian deserves this access, and it should be our goal.
But there's still homes like Heverin's that can't just turn on the tap.
Still a lot of work to do, but I believe we will do more water sewer construction in this 3 to 5 year period than we've ever seen in that amount of time, and it's going to be ongoing too.
The city of Hardinsburg is keeping its own list of streets where homes have asked about extending water lines to their properties.
Our goal eventually is to supply water for every resident in the county is the ultimate goal, along with other counties that don't have water for their whole system.
But as for a timeline,
I couldn't even begin to tell you that. Honestly, that's an honest answer. I could not even begin to fathom that.
Heverin has looked into paying for a water line himself,
I'm 1.8 miles from the state road, and it's $23,000 of just pipe.
And even though the council recently approved a $300,000 upgrade to the current water plant, the city clerk says it would take millions of dollars Hardinsburg doesn't have to do a full upgrade of the system.
The council hears you, and we understand everybody's needs and are doing our best to get the funding, whether it's state or federal, to proceed with those programs, upgrade the plant. And so if we upgrade the plant, then we can do more lines. It's kind of a, it's a give and take.
So as winter creeps in and the daylight hours shrink, making it harder to get what many take for granted, Hevron is one of many Kentuckians who hope one day to make their last trip to haul water.
It's difficult to continue to watch the days of technology and how far things have come, and to know that we're this close and we still have to haul water. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that change.
As for when that change comes, time will tell. Reporting with photojournalist Ian Cunningham, Darby Beane, WDRB News.
A whole lot of people in Kentucky got affected by this.
The pages turn to a new day, but it's a chapter Kentuckians won't soon forget. 2 months now since devastating, deadly tornadoes swept through the state.
A lot of people lost everything in the storm.
In Bowling Green, areas of town that were hit still show the scars. At this point, more like open wounds. Busted windows, broken walls, roofs ripped away, trees splintered. Howling winds kicking up dust through the piles of debris left behind.
It's been disheartening in a lot of ways because we lost lives, but we also see a loving community, and we've seen it all throughout the nation, actually.
A new day also brings new hope. Repairs made to a recently installed mailbox mark that this is home.
This is what it's all about, taking care of our neighbors.
Despite what's left to do, so much has already been done to clean up, rebuild, and start again.
As we see the devastation, it's really hard, but yet, we have hope.
Piles of debris now removed, roads once covered now cleared.
Just a month ago, it was hard to drive down this same street. Now, things they're happening.
There's demand for sure. It's a lot to do, and if people are willing to work, then the work is here.
Piece by piece, boards are measured, cut.
We've just been trying to do everything we can to help the community come back together and get it all picked up.
And there's confidence in a brighter tomorrow.
We are going to come back. We're going to rebuild. We're going to rebuild better than what we were before, but we still need help.
The city says more than 400 homes were damaged or destroyed, around 1,500 people displaced, and more than a dozen were killed in this community. But hope remains that there will be new growth within the coming months. In Bowling Green, Darby Beane, WDRB News.
Hi guys.
Meet Marty Flannery.
Beautiful day, isn't it? Beautiful day.
A lot of you probably have met him at the Kentucky State Fair.
Hi guys.
Given him a wave or a smile, but you just didn't realize who the guy on the golf cart is.
Did you get your corn dogs? They're good, aren't they? Yeah.
Marty is in charge of picking the vendors that come to the state fair, ultimately playing a big role in the foods many people look forward to eating all year long.
You know what? I eat them all. So it doesn't matter. They're all my favorites.
From donut burgers to lemonade and that popular roasted corn.
10 out of 10.
There's a little bit of a whole lot, all just steps away from each other at the Expo Center the next several days. And Marty walks and drives around, checking on it all.
Well, I'm losing weight from being out here, but no, really. Yeah, I have taste tested their food and it's great.
Fairgoers seem to agree.
We get one right here with the bourbon sauce.
The grilled cheese mac with ranch.
Fair food.
Phenomenal. Best calamari you'll find in Louisville, hands down, 100%.
Fair food's best, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
We tried the corn sandwich with the cheese in the middle, kind of just partaking in little things and just sharing it.
And while a lot of Marty's job has to deal with getting the food vendors here, what he loves most about this role goes a bit further.
It's the people. You can see all the people that are all around me. You can, first thing in the morning, going by and welcoming them, hi guys, and seeing those smiles on their faces. So that's what it's all about.